Hey everybody, it's Julie from Center Diamond showing you our what's new at Center Diamond this week. And we have a kind of an eclectic mix, some fall, some tonals, some new Heather Ross that's old Heather Ross, and a new Ruby Star and some panels. So we'll jump right in with the Ruby Star. This is called Freaky Familiars. It's meant to be a Halloween line, although it's not. You'll notice there's no black or orange. Well, there's no orange, excuse me, there is black in here. So this is the first one. I used this for the event photo today with the little crazy frogs. This is like that nice dark teal background with the little frogs in a sort of a lighter tealy green with little spots. And he's got a hat and there's a mushroom and this one's crashed out and there's a little, pail of stuff. It's a good one. D493, this group is $14.95. And then also part of that is our owls. These are a little bit more serious than the crazy frogs, although we do have an owl with a teacup here. This one has a cape. Oh, they're so fun. So also a very dark teal background with lighter teal and then those gold eyes. And that is D494. And then we have bats. Another dark teal background, and the bats have very funny faces. This one is scrunched up its wings. This one's looking like a vampire. A little moon on there, little stars on there too. Very cute. D495. And then we have the bright one with cats. So very, very bright limey green. I guess it's more limey green. What am I saying? Very limey yellow. So cats peeking up over here, stretching, balled up. One's doing a little base filler look, playing. Very cute. So D496. And then last, it's Freaky Familiars, but it's the Starry. And this is a black background with all the colors that have been in there, well, except for the purple. Purple, orange, the lime, the magenta, the green. So, and that goes perfectly. It looks really good with the cats in particular. D497. So that's Freaky Familiars, Ruby Star, and that was $14.95. And then Heather Ross from Windham has reprinted a lot of her old favorites. So if you remember this back from, I want to say, 2010? Maybe earlier than that. She didn't reprint them all, unfortunately, but this is the cute little camper vans, little almost like a VW van, on a light blue background. I don't know if you guys remember Heather Ross doing this stuff. We've got all kinds of cute little camper things, playing ball with a dog, etc. And that is D498. These are $15.75. There's the little camper vans, and then here we have the little fishes in the bags with their little names underneath them. This is a white background. The light blue is for the water, and most of the fish are orange. There's one that's like a little dark charcoal. This is D499. And then we have the mermaids, which of course we did have before. The mermaid girls, we've got a pink squid and this yellow tail, but also yellow on the turtle. And this is I wouldn't say that's white. I think it's like a really super pale pink. And then the little mermaids on there as well, D500. And then we've got the little bikes. Oh, so cute. How many of us had this bike when we were growing up with the banana seat? The only thing that's missing is the little, what'd you call those fringy things that were on the handlebars? Oh, there it is. Oh, gosh. So a little orange, a little pink on this one. And this is a white background, D501. And then we have the little tiny strawberries. So we got a peachy background, a light peach background, and little tiny strawberries with pink and a little bit of yellow and green for the stems. And that is D502. I also have the gnomes, which I've had before, and I'll show you those at the end with a cute sample we have made out of them. Okay, moving on to Timeless Treasures. D503, we've got a panel that I believe, well, hold on a second. Yep, 24-inch panel. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Give Thanks, black background, mums, days, and all the classic sort of fall flowers. This has gold metallic on it. It's 24 inches, and really nice, easy way to do a a quick thing for like Thanksgiving. You could have it up September and whatever. Let's see, this is $11.50 for the panel, and it is D503. We have a coordinate with that, of course, from Timeless, which is packed flowers. Oh, it goes this way, it looks like. Packed mums, sunflowers, and pumpkins, both in the orange and in the sort of a whitey, light yellow. And of course, there's metallic on this too. This would make a nice backing for that, or you could separate the panel with something and then maybe put this as a border. Might be a little busy. D504, and this is $15.95. This is Timeless Treasures. And then I have a random Dear Stella. This is their Moonscape line. We just have a nice new sagey color to match all of our Dear Stella stuff. D505, that's $14.95. And then we have Henry Glass. Oh, I've been talking about these. Henry Glass, this is their linen, what do they call them? I want to make sure I have the right. Timeless Linen Basics. It's not linen. It just has a texture to look like linen. And so I brought in a lot more colors of these because they are fantastic tonals. D506, this is a red one, $14.95. And we have a green one. This one is considered light green. The texture on this is really just fabulous. When this color goes with something, man, this is a nice piece. D507, $14.95. And then I have these two. I'm going to show them to you both together because one is more gold, one is more yellow. But it is very hard to see the difference when just if you were seeing them by yourself. So show them together. This is the more gold one, D508. And then the more yellow one, a little bit brighter, oops, is D509. All of those are $14.95. You look back in my old videos, you'll see some more tonals that are more neutral from this line as well. Then we have from Clothworks Woodland Way. We're starting with the panel D510. This is another 24-inch panel. The blocks are 9 by 9, and the panel is $10.95. They've got the beautiful floral piece up on top and on the bottom, which are really nicely done. And then these little animals are super cute too. Rabbits, chipmunk, squirrel, fox, hedgie, and a deer. And then we've got a couple of tonals that go with this, but these colors, lots of, actually maybe one of those Henry Glass ones might go nicely with it too, I don't know. But really nice for a start on a nice baby quilt if you wanted to do, very nice. So there's that guy, and the tonals that go with are these all over trees. And you'll see we've got little animals all hiding in here. There's a deer and a fox and a bunny. But nice trees as a general rule. They're very, very pretty. They are directional, obviously. D511, this is $15.50. And then there's an all over tonal, and a dark would make a great binding. And this, if you can see, has a little, like a pine cone and a mushroom and some leaves. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any animals. I don't see any animals, but a nice dark green that goes with the panel and that on those trees. D512, and again, $15.50. And then just, again, we've had this. I just wanted to show you that we've got it back in. The Footprints on Sand from Elizabeth Studios, D513, $15.50. And a little coca piece from Japan, little tiny kitties on a blue background. This is not canvas. It might be a tiny bit heavier than regular quilting cotton. D514, $13.50 a yard, so it's not canvas. And then some more woolies. I'm getting more in. This is red with a stripe, D515, and that is $15.95. And then I brought a cream one in, and this is that little crosshatch that they do. We haven't had any really light ones, which is kind of nice. D516, also $15.95. Okay, and then a reminder of some things that we've had that I've got back in. First, the Pooh. I got the Pooh soft book, which I showed a few weeks ago. This larger panel, 36 by 44, is back in, and I believe it's $15.95. They are going to redo some of these Pooh pieces in flannel coming in April. I'm very excited about that. And so that is this panel, and we still have the coordinates from back when I showed it first time, which unfortunately I didn't look up when that was. And then also the Henry Glass Beautiful Blooms, Blissful Blooms. The irises, which went out the door in 2 days. I've got these back in. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. Gorgeous dark purple background and these irises. They are stunning. So we've got those back in 1515. And I've got a couple bolts now. I'm not messing around this time because that's a popular one. And then with the Heather Ross, I got the gnomes in. I've had the gnomes for a little while. So this is another one of her favorites that she reprinted. I've shown this before. So we have the gnomes and we made this adorable little shirt for a little boy. We have the panel. It's called Robert. The pattern is 1625 and goes 6 months to 6 years. It also has pants on it too, but the little camp shirt I thought was adorable, especially with the gnomes. So that is it for this week. I made it. So hours have changed. We're 11 to 5 now until September 30th. Give us a call if you've got any questions. 888-305-0854. Otherwise, we'll have a happy 4th of July. I will be here. I'll be in the store 11 to 4 on Saturday if you happen to be in town for the parade or anything like that. Otherwise, we're 11 to 5. We'll see you next week next Thursday at 4:30.